Joined by head coach Bryan Fetzer. You're a week now into the season for the indoor season. Last week you opened up the season at Virginia Tech, their invitational. The guys had a couple really good performances, highlighted by Jordan Young breaking the school record in the weight throw. What did you see from the guys down in Blacksburg?
We were very pleased with the guys' performances. Jordan Young definitely stood out. His first competition in a Wahoo's uniform. You know, I mean, he's got the great thing about it is when you talk to him afterwards, he's very untapped on how well he's going to be able to perform this year. Really, you know, he's got working on some things. He's got a little strength to gain, but fantastic for him. Definitely a confidence booster when you can perform well, break a school record, be ranked in the top 5 in the NCAA, and know you have a ton left in the tank. Definitely creates some optimism for down the line. From the jump standpoint, that group, all were going from short approaches. And the one thing that one takeaway, from the Virginia Tech meet is, athletes are going on, doing some odd things. When I say that, running 300s or 500s or thousands, going from short approaches, track and field, usually that opening meet of the year, you're trying to evaluate before things get really cranked up. And the guys, Ryan Satchel had a great jump, top 25, top 30 or so in the country in the triple jump, coming from short approach. So that's definitely a big plus. Just across the board on the guys' side. On the women's side, you look at the women's side of things, and we were really working on some things. We wanted to see, where people stood in different aspects of their racing. And again, the women, the vaulters, opening up well. It's fun to have a vault group, part of our program at this point. So, just a lot of positives and a lot of things you can take out. The one aspect of it is we have a long ways to go before we're where we need to be, and the athletes understand that, and they're taking it one meet at a time. But we've got a lot of work to do, but there's definitely a lot for optimism.
You mentioned, doing some interesting things last week, and you didn't bring your whole team last week. This week, take the full team and take on some very tough competition at the Rob McCravey meet in Kentucky. What are you expecting to see this weekend?
Well, I'm expecting to see a lot of NCAA champions and a lot of NCAA qualifiers. Probably a lot of future Olympians as well. Edric Floreal, the head coach at Kentucky, has done an incredible job putting this meet together. It basically showcases the best programs in the country. 16 schools. On the men's side, there's 6 out of the top 10 teams in the country. The women have 7 out of the top 11. It's very exciting. It definitely will give us an opportunity to see where we're at. It's definitely a huge challenge, for our program and for our team. But I think, early season, to be able to see that kind of competition, to see where you stand against the nation's best is what we need, especially the way we kind of move this program forward. You can't be shy away from competition. You got to accept challenges and go head on with them, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see, how many of our student athletes will accept the challenge that's before them, and take no risks and get after it, and put our performance in.